Friction is a force between objects that combats sliding between their surfaces. Since friction is dependent on the weight that presses the objects together, lightweight objects have less friction to keep them from falling off surfaces. This means that tiny animals and insects might have a harder time sticking to surfaces and not sliding around. So what exactly prevents insects and tiny critters from sliding off surfaces? Insects like ants and grasshoppers have tiny adhesive pads on their legs and feet, which helps them stick to surfaces and ceilings using van der Waals forces, which I'll explain later, and by using adhesive fluids, which are nanometer thick. On the other hand, beetles and spiders also use van der Waals forces, as well as tiny little hairs on their legs and feet, and little secretions of fluids to allow themselves to stick and adhere to surfaces. So if you're wondering what van der Waals forces are, it's the phenomenon where dipoles between atoms and molecules are attracted to each other. This means the tiny molecules of the adhesive pads on insects' legs and feet can closely press against other molecules of surfaces like glass and rock and other surfaces. Other animals like tree frogs and geckos also have the ability to adhere to surfaces using the pads on their feet. Since nanotechnology is the manipulation of matter on a molecular and atomic scale, the nano-sized adhesive materials on insect hairs and animals fit into the branch of nanotechnology. Scientists have been inspired to create man-made adhesives that mimic the pads on insects and animals using molecules and nanomaterials that attract each other, such as this adhesive, which was inspired by gecko feet. Using these adhesives, humans can even climb up glass walls like Spider-Man.